What's going on, people? Today's a nice day, man. It's a real nice day in Houston. So I'm getting a little bit of exercise, But while I was exercising, I kind of, just went over some conversations in my head that I've had over the last couple of days with a few young individuals from back home, you know. And with that said, the the thought that went through my head is the need for us to, I guess, stop the blame game. So this little conversation quickly today is going to be about getting rid of the game blame. The blame game. My apologies, the blame game. You know, um, Too many times in life, it's always easy for us to basically navigate our focus on what others are doing that's preventing us from accomplishing the things that we want to accomplish. You know, and what that does is that stifle progress within ourselves. So I want us to start taking that approach where instead of looking at what other people are doing or are not doing that's conducive to your welfare or your betterment, and instead focus on what you are doing that's attracting that energy from those people. Because I'm a firm believer in life that what you put out into the universe comes back at you. So if you're putting out negative thoughts, if you're putting out negative vibes and negative energy into the universe, that's what's going to come back. For instance, give you a prime example. Wake up in the morning and you wake up with a miserable attitude. The first thing you do, you start thinking about the negative things. Today's going to be a long day. Today's going to be a boring day. You walk outside, get in your car, drive off to work. You start seeing everything in the traffic that you don't want to see. You start getting into interactions with people who are driving like they're bad out of hell and they're messing up your flow, and all this negative things just start happening one after the other. That's because you woke up already with that energy. You woke up with that mindset that today was going to be a challenging day. So at some point you got to realize that if you push positive energy out there and you ask for positive energy, then that's what you're going to get back. You're going to get back positive energy. So I want us to start focusing on pushing out positive and stop blaming. It's not the government fault totally that you're in the position you are. It's not your parents' fault totally that you're in the position you are. It's not your neighborhood fault totally that you're in the position you are. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing and capable enough to accept some of the responsibility that you're in the position you are because of your actions or your inactions. You can become the success story you believe you can be if you start changing the way you think. So that's the first approach that I would like us to start considering, is approaching the focus on oneself. Change from inside before you can change what's around you. You understand? Change from inside first before you can change what's around you. And if that takes mental reconditioning, a different approach to life, a different approach to how you think about things, how you engage certain topic, how you engage certain people, a different approach to how you maintain your posture when you're in an uncomfortable position, a different approach about how you interact with society, the police, the attorneys, the lawyers, the government. All these things you take into consideration and try to figure out how you can modify these things. And I guarantee you, once you start working on yourself from the inside, you will start to see that reflect with their day-to-day actions, the things you engage in. So just take an approach and see how you can focus on these things. I guarantee you it will help you. It's all about mental reconditioning. It's all about speaking things into existence, pushing things out into the universe that you want to see manifest itself, pushing that out into the universe and telling the universe, this is what I'm going to be, this is what I want to be, this is what I need to do to be where I need to be. And eventually you will start to see these things reciprocate themselves back to you. The universe will push them back at you. It may not be in the pattern or the shape that you want, but the signs will be there that, oh, this is what I was asking for. This is part of the process. So let's refocus on ourselves and remove ourselves from the blame game way of living, because that's one of the things that hampers a lot of progress. We pushing out that energy on others. Take that same energy, focus it on rebuilding yourself from inside first. The next topic that I think I would like to highlight is the need for us to also focus on setting a plan. Going through life with the desire to become a success in whatever field or whatever career path that you choose to go to, you have to have a game plan. You got to have something in motion. You got to have something on paper. You got to have something up in your head that converts to action, and those action converts to a reward at some point, whether it be short term or long term. It just all depends upon what that is and how much energy you're willing to put into it. You know, you speak these things, you write these things down, and you dialogue these things on a daily basis and work your way towards manifesting them. No successful individual have ever come upon success by just sitting down. They've always had to put in process a plan first, action behind those plans, in implementation of these plans, and then working towards the ultimate goal. So put things down on paper. Start speaking your truth, your desires, your focus. Start speaking them into the universe. You know, I'm gonna give you guys a quick little story. When I was 12 years old, there was this property as a kid that I always was fascinated about. I always loved that property. It's a beachfront property, and I've always had a desire for it. I'll never forget. I told the owner of that property at age 12, "Sir, one day I'm going to own your property. One day I'm going to buy your property." At age 12. Today, as we speak, I own that property. Now, am I rich? No. But it's all about putting what you put out into the universe. It's the energy that you put on in there. I knew in my heart that I wanted that property. And God also knew that I wanted that property. So together, He made things work in a way that it came about the way it is. And now the end result is that I own that property. That property is mine. I said this to say to you is that it all goes back to what you put out into the universe. You believe that you can accomplish something, you put heart and mind to it, you can. You can, but you got to start believing in your stuff. You got to start acknowledging your flaws, your strengths. You got to eliminate the negative feedback from folks, and even that negative that you yourself may bring upon yourself sometimes, because sometimes we allow fear to get the best of us, and fear can sometimes rob us of our persistence, of our drive, of our desires. Fear can sometimes, in place of those things, put regrets, envy, all these negative things. You understand? So you got to learn how to control fear. Fear is a good thing to a certain percentage, but if you have not the willpower and the strength to control it, it can break you apart. It can break your success path. It can rob away from you all the things necessary for you to become the success that you are bound to be. So get rid of fear. Eliminate the game blame. Get rid of fear. Push that positive energy, your belief and thoughts and desires into the universe. Anything is possible if you put mind and heart and action behind it. Go for it.